Hello everybody. Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit different. So typically, we would have been going straight into the last bit. We would be fighting the white legs, we'd be taking care of everything. But I am wanting to do the retelling, or the reading of the Survivalist. So that way I can read it all in one go. We're definitely not going to make it for the shorts, I'll tell you that much. But anyway, let's read it. Starting on the first one, right? Yes. October 28th. 5 days on foot. Still can't sleep. Outside, it looks nothing happened. Sky looks wrong. That's all. Hike back to overturned National Guard truck near Torkerville. After blisters heals, maybe. Looks like the U.S. ground survey team was researching something here in the cave. Cleared out when bombs fell, left equipment behind. Probably thought they had families to run back to. October 28th. Char. I must have said this out loud 1,000 times. Walking here. Maybe writing it will feel more like you were heard. You were right. I was north of the Spanish Fork. Took the 7-7 along Provo Bay. Steer clear of the town. Would have been home in an hour. Engine died. Truck just stopped. So did the Chrysler in the other lane. Knew right away. The nuke hits Salt Lake City inside a minute. I was looking south. Lucky man. Flash behind me, so bright. World looked on fire. Old couple from the Chrysler started screaming that they can't see. Didn't watch you die, Char. Saved my eyes. Counted 12 more flashes. Next 7 minutes. Ground shook each time. 18 seconds later. When nothing hit for half an hour, took a look. Globe of fire where you and Alex died. Didn't kid myself. Didn't know what to do. Grabbed my pack and rifle. Saw to the old couple. Sat them up against the car. Let them hold and comfort each other. Told them I was going to get help. Everything was going to be okay. One bullet through both heads. Instant. 5-day hike back to Zion. You told me. Stop running off to the wild. Man belongs with his family. You were right. You were right. You were right. You were right. Wasn't there to hold you and my boy. Died without me. Never touch you or him again. Should shoot myself. What I deserve. Can't. Maybe soon. October 31st. Black rain falling outside. Geiger jumping. Should let it kill me, but bottling water from the back of the cave all the same. November 2nd. Sounds dead outside, but can't look. Geiger jumps goes lethal 15 minutes from the cave mouth. Do the math. Radiation goes down before water runs out, or I never leave this cave. Year 2078. January 1st. Happy New Year! 2 months in the cave. Still lethal outside. Don't get it. In the army, they said 2 to 4 weeks cleared fallout. Less than a month's water left. Been mopping condensation off cave walls. Wringing shirts into bottles. Trading calories for H2. Food stocks holding. Thanks, U.S. Ground Survey. If there was even a chance I'd see the two of you again, I'd run outside. January 10th. Sounded like a windstorm out there for 2 days. Radiation down 500. What happened? January 15th. Took a peek. Snow. It glows green. January 28th. Radiation low enough I could risk short exposure outside. More importantly, cave stream not drinkable if I use rad drugs. January 30th. There's nothing alive out there. If indeed it should be you. The comeback goes on. Or May 5th of year 2083. The comeback goes on. Add prickly pear to the list of survivors. With honey mesquite and banana yucca. Odd nodules. Mutations, but safe to eat. Harvesting oh so carefully. Never take more than a fifth. Mouth waters every time I'm about to eat something that isn't from a can. May 7th. Clouds of those stinging flies near fallen tree I call the napper. Little flashes in the cloud. Something dragon-sized flies that zaps them in midair, then scoops them all up. Something new. May 19th. Bighorn sheep. A family. Ram. You and a little one. Fucking goddamn it. May 20th. The sheep were different. Brawny. You had curved horns just like the ram. Seen some tiny lizards, but this is the first time seeing animals that big. Fingers crossed, 5 to 10 years breeding, fresh meat, hides, and horns. I know it's time to go back, Shar, when winter has passed. Year 2084. June 14th. Just got back, tired. Good scrounging along the way. Ended up dragging back a cart full of stuff. Right tomorrow, sleep. June 15th. Departed April 10th. Walked to South Lake City, took 15 days. Would have been 7 to 9 in the old days, but had to circle pockets of radiation and forage along the way. Didn't know what I was thinking. Imagine I'd find my house, dig through rubble, find something. Your bones, I hope, and little nuts. Would have buried them. Here in Zion, maybe. Salt Lake City is mostly craters. Warped steel girders where high-rises sat. Mounds of brick. Never found our house. Didn't even find the street. What was in a crater was scorched clean. Want to believe it was fast. A flash. Both of you vaporized. Lies to make me feel better. I'll never know. Which part of the city got hit first? Northeast, and you would have died in a blink. Farther away, and you would have burned alive screaming. With a blast, broken glass, and bits of brick and wood splinters shredding you like hamburger. Look at it, coward, and listen. Don't turn away. Face it. You've been brave, lucky man. You found a spot and blown your... If you had been a brave, lucky... If you had been a brave, lucky man, you would have... If you had been brave, lucky man, you would have found a spot and blown your brains out. But not you. You took your time walking back. Made a shopping trip with it, scrounger. The truck was still there on 7-7 north of Spanish Fork. Chrysalis too, but no sign of the old couple's bones. Outside Neffy, I caught a trail. 3 men, tracks heading towards Fountain Green. Thought about following, but didn't. Stupid fantasy of friends. More likely cannibals. June 20th. Took 2 days to build door and electrify it. No soliciting, assholes. Home, sweet fucking home. And then we jump to... I think it's this one. Nope. It's... Where is it? Trying to find it. That was that one. Where the fuck did that page go? No, that's... Oh, that's why. That was 97. Okay, 95. September 20th, counted 28 of them. 11 males, 8 females. 9 children aged 2 to 10, some rifles and pistols in bad repair. Old wood clothes, ratty. September 22nd, got close enough last night to hear them talk. Spanish, I think, from Mexico? Heard them say paradiso a bunch. Think that means paradise. Here to stay then. Seemed heartless. Seemed. October 5th, the one I call Maria is pregnant. Think the father is Jose, but she spends a lot of time with Pablo too. October 7th, Pedro ran out to pee in the stream and would have seen me if he looked to his left. Too close. Need to give him space. November 10th, Jose broke his leg chasing a bighorn. Too far from camp for them to hear. Told myself to leave it, but couldn't. 300 yards from their camp, did my best Jose screaming imitation, till a bunch of them came looking. Then strung him along to the crest, where they could hear the real Jose. Probably useless. Compound fracture, broke the skin. November 11th. Infection. So many goddamn words nearly the same. I think I'd be fluent, but anyway, Jose's leg has got it, so he's gonna die. Nature for you, of course. They're giving a prayer a try. November 12th. Left a bottle of antibiotics on the rock outside their camp last night. They thanked God, Dios, of course, as though that asshole saw fit to burn the world, but still cared enough to leave some medicine on a rock. November 15th. November 15th, Jose will always limp. Otherwise, he'll be okay. Good D for the month. Will they make it through the winter? February 11th, fuckers killed all the men. I think they would have taken the women alive, but Maria and Selena opened fire, and some of the others went for their guns, so they shot them down. Some of the kids with them. If I could have warned them. February 12th, Elena and Carmen and the 5 children still alive, being kept in a pen. There are more than 100 of these assholes in blue suits. Every suit says 22 on the back. Why? Armed to the teeth with submachine guns. Pistols, estimated 60% male. Everyone seems to follow the dark hair guy, but can't get close enough to tell. Assholes are disciplined. Patrols, sentries. They mean business. Say I go in at night and get the women and children out. Where to next? But I have to get them out. I have to. February 13th. Recon during night. Well organized. Sentries along most approaches, but stream not covered. Are they sick? Lots of them coughing fits. Tuberculosis? Women and children still in pen. Will still try to infiltrate by the stream tomorrow night. February 14th. They ate them. February 19th. Ambush along Riverside Trail. 6 males killed. Heard their coughing a mile away. Used their grenades to booby-trap bodies. Kept half. Secured 6 SMGs. 500 rounds, 10 mil. 6 frags. February 20th. Ambush alongside Riverside Trail. 2 males died checking bodies. Killed 2 more with rifle. Shot 1 through calf and let asshole crawl off to spread the message. Coughed like I shot him through the lungs. February 23rd. Ambush half a mile east of the coal pit wash. 8 males killed. And what is this one? February 28th. Ambush in the Narrows. 6 males killed. Took a 10 mil through his thigh. Steel jacket. Missed from memorial. Lucky. Used tourniquet to make sure no blood spattered on the rocks back to cave. Have to set traps all along entrance passages. But if they find me, it'll be a matter of time. Still, 24 confirmed kills in 10 days. That's at least a third of their combat force. Not bad for an old man. March 2nd. Lucky. The patrol was small. 3 men screaming woke me. Point man caught under deadfall. Panic fire ricocheted into the cave. Almost hit me. Crawled forward and killed them all with SMGs. Nearly used frag. Stupid. Finger in the pin when remembered ricochets. Leaving at once. No other patrols in the area, but they'll be searching the Narrows for these 3. Taking as much food as I can drag with me and heading to the caves south. Should be you. January 13th. The coffers are finally gone. All 34 that still lived ate their dead for strength, then struck out southeast. Victory. 10 months of killing. All I feel is cold. They deserve every goddamn bit of it. January 17th. Thought I was dreaming, but the screams were real. For a moment, thought they tricked me. Just pretend to leave Zion, then send a patrol to track me down, but the screams are women's. Edged around the corner in a passageway to take a look. One vaulter, ankle deep in a bear trap. Leveled my SMG, but the way she was crying stopped me. How she screamed when she saw me. Been their boogeyman a long time. Named Sylvia. Claimed she ran away from them. Calls them evil people. Children of the devil. Turns out they were sick after all. Something they caught in the vault they lived in. She never came down with it. Yet. So help me. I ended up being her nurse. January 18th. Her story matches what I learned from my interrogations last year. But according to her, let's just say it was bad to be a woman in that group. So when they left, she slipped away. She knows next to nothing about living outside a vault. She says she wants to learn. Okay, that was that one. It should be... where the hell is it? Is it 101? Yes? Yes, 101. Okay. Or 100. September 9th. Never been so scared in my life. Canada wasn't scary. Just sickening. The criminality of it. And then the world wasn't scary. When I knew you and Alex were dead. I didn't have anything left to be scared about. Just went on for some reason. I wasn't scared fighting the Vultures. It was like I kept daring them to finish me. When I killed them, I think I was the closest I came to feeling happy in years. Sylvia is pregnant, and I'm terrified. Ridiculous old man. A father again at the age of 47? In this world? She's so excited and so trusting. Says it's God's will that we have this child. Like I can go wrong. Like nothing can go wrong. You see, Char, she doesn't know about you and Alex. Never told her. Almost did sometimes, but what you and I had, it seems wrong to share it. More like an old man not wanting his young wife to know how he failed the one who came before her. Hiking in the Torkerville for medical books and supplies. This will be done right. I'm sorry, Charm. Hope you can forgive me. March 5th. Baby was a breach. Would have been a son. Michael. Did my best to turn him. Failed. Must have done the C-section too late. Had to put Sylvia out, and she never woke up. Buried them south of the Narrows. Well, this time I was there by their side. So much better. I think I can finally do it. Blow my fucking brains out over this goddamn cave. No, it's not you. It's because we got that one. Oh shoot, it might actually be. Yes, August 22nd. 10 sets of tracks. Half a mile northeast of the canyon entrance. Barefoot? August 23rd. I saw them through scope. Corpses walking around. Finally gone crazy. Dementia, maybe. August 24th. I'm not crazy. They're real. God damn it, they're real. Rushed me at the moment they saw me, snarling like animals. They look like corpses, but don't smell rotten. I'll be putting them out of their misery. Doing for them what I could never do for myself. September 3rd. Lost them. All gone. February 5th. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, you useless old dinosaur. Happy birthday to me. Happy 60th. What do you get a man who has everything? A bottle of whiskey and a 12-gauge slug through the roof of the mouth. Woo! Come now. What do I have to prove to myself that I've lived long enough? I'm a shriveled old man, white beard, seen enough sunrises and sunsets. So the big sunset, been hanging on for the long night. 36 years now. Ridiculous. I kid myself into thinking there's anything on the other side of this. Fine. Things weren't so bad before I was born. Char and Alex, Sylvia and Michael, who could have been. Thoughts of the beloved dead before dying. Goodbye, Zion. February 6th. Fucking didn't do it. Coward as usual. Maybe 2 bottles next year. April 25th. 24 of them. Half boys, half girls. Youngest is 8, maybe. Oldest 13, 14. Dirty and scrawny. Been on foot a long time. Children's crusade. Struck camp on nearly the same spot as Los Mexicanos. 30 years and a lifetime ago. I spent 2 nights listening to them. English. Literate. One of them reads stories while the little ones fall asleep. They escape some place they call the school, but can't figure out where it was. When they want a little one to behave, or they tell them to stop, or the principal will get you. That goddamn principal better not show up, or I'll blow his goddamn head off. And I can still shoot straight. January 2nd. I've been leaving notes for them. Gifts. They like the books. Started with stories, but moved on to weapon manuals. Medical books. Practical stuff. And the notes, well, it's embarrassing. Almost like those cards people used to give each other. Everything's sweet and loving. I tell them to read and to learn. To make the most of their new home. I tell them that I'm giving them Zion as a gift to make up for the sorrows of their lives so far. And all the sorrows man has visited on man. I tell them to be kind to each other and modest. I tell them to never hurt each other, If someone else comes along, tries to hurt them, to strike back with righteous anger. Stuff like that. I signed every note the Father. Because, well, just because. January 18th. Have I mentioned I'm dying? Mine's so sharp, lungs the problem. Might be cancer. Cough's been getting worse for months. Finally, there's blood in it. Getting harder to visit my little friends. Breath so short. I've given away most of what I own. They'll find the rest in the caves when they get a little older. I don't want them to find me, though. The Father is a broken down old man. Disappointment. It's time. I don't want another birthday. January 23rd. It's cold enough that I won't last long enough on the high mound up next to the Red Gate. I think I got enough breath left in me to make it. I'll just lie down, stare at the stars. Feels right. I hope they'll do well. I hope no harm comes to them, from within or without. Did my best to prepare them. The last few notes said something kind about each one. What makes them special? Told them that the Father was pleased by their kind natures, that it would be up to them to handle things from their own from now on. I'd be silent, but still watching and still caring. Lying, of course. Lied to you, Shar, and Alex, and Sylvia. Told you I'd be with you forever. And I wouldn't go back and unsay it if I could. What was the point of all? What was the point of it all? So many failures. But I never forgot your face, or little nuts, or, Sylvia's. They used to say that happened after a while, but it never did for me. Maybe the only point of this living was to keep those pictures in my head going on for as long as I could. It was the only life I could give you. Not a day went by without. It wasn't choice. I chose to die again and again. Just never did. Body had its own drive. Well, the little ones will need it. Species will need it if it's to continue. That blind drive forward. I wish them well. It's been a gift to me. The end of it, to behold innocence. Goodbye, Zion. Randall Dean Clark, February 5th, 2053 to January 24. Close his book. I think that's a good story for now. I do want to thank you guys for listening into the story. Man, 23 minutes. Well, it is quite a story. It does deserve its own time. Anyway, I'm not going to try to go and be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to end it here. Thank you guys for tuning in, and other than that, have a great day.